And this relatively simple story is about this boy speaking at his father's funeral and talking about the fact that he will never forget the love of his father. Even though he passed away at a young age, and even though this was a devastating blow to the family, I will never forget the love that my father showed me. And I was in yeshiva, he said. I was maybe late teens, mid-teens, and I was having a rough time. My father would call me on a regular basis. And he'd say, how you doing? How you doing? And I told him, Tati, I don't know. I'm having a rough time. Didn't go into details. Didn't say what the problem was. I'm having a rough time. Sometimes there are spiritual challenges, other challenges. I'm having a rough time. Those were the words. That young man was learning in yeshiva. He had a dira with his buddies. 24 hours later, he's in his dira. And there's a knock on the door. And the bocher goes to the door. He opens the door, and who does he see? He sees his father. His father's standing in the doorway. And they embrace. He gives him such a big hug. He didn't have to say any words. He didn't have to say, I heard you're having a rough time. It was understood. You were there for me. You came. The minute you heard my son is having a rough time, went to the airport, got a ticket to Eretz Yisrael. Within 24 hours, he was there at that door, just to spend some time. He went back a few hours later. They had dinner or whatever. They had spent time together. He wanted to let his son know, I'm there for you. I will never, ever forsake you. And if it means getting on a plane and schlepping to Eretz Yisrael, and how many parents would have come up with an excuse? How many parents would have said, you know what, it's maybe another time. Not just right now. I have some meetings, and, there's this and there's that, and, what? No questions, no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm there for you. That is a person who emulates the love of HaKadosh Baruch Hu for his children, for all of his children. To go out of one's way, even if it means canceling some meetings, and maybe having a very inconvenient 24 hours where now I lose my typical needs of what I wanted to accomplish. I have to be there for my son. I have to be there for my father. To be there for my brother or sister. Just the exact opposite paradigm that so many people have about, well, you weren't there for me, you didn't do this for me, and therefore I'm going to hold a grudge. HaKadosh Baruch Hu holds grudges. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, yeah, you've done some terrible things, but I'm here for you. Just come back. Just do it for me. Just come close to me. I'm here for you.